They say the devil is in the details, and nowhere is that more evident than in a vacant house. When you move your possessions out, dirt, wear, and tear is evident for the world to see, and it's really noticeable because there's really not much else to look at. I'm George Grant Burch, a realtor and residential lifestyle consultant in Houston, Texas. And today I'm going to give you the top 5 places where hidden dirt may be making your listing look dirty. Nothing makes a bathroom or kitchen floor look dirty more than dirty grout. And even though you have scrubbed it with a toothbrush and bleach and OxyClean and all of those other hacks you've seen on Pinterest, it still looks gray and dingy. That's because your grout is not dirty, it's stained. And those stains are not going to come out with any of those products. You may see advertisements for companies that say they're going to come in with steam cleaners or electric scrubbers and get your grout clean, and they will get it clean, but those stains are still going to be there. The only way to eliminate grout stains is to have your grout restored. A restoration professional will come in with specific products and literally recolor the grout back to its original color, or another color if you choose. They'll recolor your grout and then seal on top of that to keep the surface fresh and clean for years to come. It's not as expensive as it sounds, but it is tedious, and it's something you'll probably want to have done by a professional. It's one of the smartest things you can do to have your home prepared for listing. Another unfortunate issue that I see all the time is dirty air vents, and it's really a shame because it's just not that hard to correct them. If your home is not that old and your air vents are just a little dusty and dirty, you can probably just clean them with the vacuum cleaner. If the home is a little older and the dirt's a little more stubborn, there's usually a couple of screws that can be removed and the air vents can come down. Some air vents can even go in the dishwasher. Scrub them or soak them in bleach, clean them up, put them back up, and you'll have nice, fresh air vents when your buyers tour the home. If your air vents are in worse shape, or if unfortunately they've been painted over at some point, you're going to need to replace them. It's not that expensive, and you can generally find replacement vents at the home store. If you have non-standard shaped vents, you may have to order them online. And don't forget the air return. That's where dirty air returns back to the filter. Those are usually the worst, and they're much larger, so the dirt is even more obvious. Just replace the whole grill. It's not that expensive, and if you can't do it yourself, a handyman can do it really easily. While you've got the covers off, take a flashlight and look down the ductwork. If it's really dirty in there, you may want to have a ductwork cleaning company come in and professionally clean the ductwork before you put the covers back on. It makes a big difference in the way the house feels and smells. Number 4 is appliances. This should be a no-brainer, but I can't tell you how many listings that I walk into that have a dirty oven. It just doesn't make sense. 9 times out of 10, they are self-cleaning ovens, and all the homeowner would have had to do is run the self-cleaning cycle and wipe out a little bit of ash from the bottom. So if you have a self-cleaning oven and you've never cleaned it before, take the racks out and run the self-cleaning cycle and make your oven look fresh and clean. If you've used your oven a lot and it has a lot of stain buildup, you may need to follow up with a commercial oven cleaner spray. Make sure you wear gloves and a mask if you go that route. Also, if your oven has stains in between the glass, you may think there's no way to get that out, but there is. You can actually remove the oven door and take the glass out and clean inside and out. It may seem like a big project and it may be more than you want to take on, but you can hire a professional to do it for you. If you're not sure how to do it, just look on YouTube by make and model number of your oven. You will probably find a video showing you how. And don't forget the microwave and vent hood. Clean the inside, clean the outside, and don't forget to clean the filters there. Refrigerators can also be taken apart for a thorough cleaning. Once you've removed the drawers and bins for a good soak in some bleachy water, you can usually also remove the tracks and racks that they slide in and out of. Depending on your make and model, there may be a couple of screws that need to be removed, and sometimes there's a piece of glass in there, but you ought to be able to get those out and give the entire refrigerator a good scrub. If your fridge is particularly complicated, you may want to snap a couple of pictures before you disassemble it so that you can get all the parts back into the right places. And while you're at it, pull out the refrigerator and vacuum the coils behind and the grill on the bottom. The dishwasher is not something we typically think of cleaning. It sort of cleans itself. But when your house is vacant, the dishwasher can develop some pretty rancid smells. When you move out, your dishwasher's not being used every day, and there could be food particles in the filter and in the water that remains at the bottom of the dishwasher. Be sure to clean the filters and then run through a cycle or two with one of those commercial dishwasher cleaners you can get at the grocery store right next to the pods that run in the machine. That will ensure that there's no food particles left in the filter or the water, and your dishwasher will remain smelling fresh and clean. Before I go on, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking the button below. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please click notifications so that you'll be notified each week when I upload more great home tips. No matter how carefully you clean, all homes have a certain olfactory patina that's not really noticeable to its occupants. It's not necessarily unpleasant, and it may not be considered stinky, but that fragrance lingers, and it seems to magnify when you move your things out of the house. Don't rely on your own nose. Ask your realtor or trusted friend to give you their honest opinion. Does the house smell funny? Especially if you've had pets or kids in the home, you may need to have it professionally deodorized and sanitized. Some companies offer sprays or deep cleaning as a form of odor removal, and they'll be your choice if you're still living in your home. These treatments will handle some odors and are safe to accomplish while you're living there. If you have particularly stubborn odors, or if you've already moved out of the house, a residential ozone treatment may be a great idea. Ozone is actually poisonous to humans, so the home has to be vacated when the treatment is done, but it also kills bacteria, microbes, and other tiny little smell-producing germs in every nook and cranny and crevice of your house. A professional will do this for you. It's not super expensive, and it can really freshen the interior of your home. No matter how new or old your home is, dirt has been collecting since the day it was built. The more evidence of it you can remove, the more favorable buyers will find your home. Count on your realtor to give you honest advice about areas that need a little extra cleaning and to provide resources to help you get the job done.